Hello, welcome. Today we're going to be learning about expected value. To calculate the expected value, what we're going to do is we're going to find the sum of each value multiplied by its probability of occurring. Okay, so n represents a value, and p of n represents the probability of that value. Okay, we're summing them up because sometimes we have different values and different probabilities. Okay, but this is the formula for expected value. Okay, let's look at an example. Okay, so Bob makes $5,000 annually. To earn more money, he has written a book entitled Clean Your Room, Improve Your Life. He has also applied for a grant for a cleaning company to come in and clean his room. If his book gets published, then he receives an additional $10,000. If he receives the grant, then he receives $20,000. Now there's a 70% chance that Bob's book will be published, a 20% chance that he will receive the grant, and a 15% chance on receiving both. Ooh, that's a lot of information. Okay, but what we really want to know is we want to know the probability of getting each amount of money. Okay, so what we're going to do to start this problem off is create a Venn diagram for the events book is published and grant is awarded. Okay, so I'm going to start off my Venn diagram. And I'm going to maybe label this one as B for book and G for grant. Now in the problem I do have some probabilities, and those probabilities are located in the very end of the problem. Okay, 70% chance his book will be published, 20% chance he will receive the grant, and 15% of both. So let's start by filling in the both, 15%. There's a 70% chance that it will be published, so therefore the remaining for book being published is 55. And there's a 20% chance he will receive the grant, so there's the remaining 5 here. And the remaining percentage is neither of them, since they add up to 75, is going to be 25%. So there's our Venn diagram. This is going to help us figure out some probabilities and eventually help us find out the expected value. So first, let's look at part B. Find the probability that Bob gets at least one of these events. Okay, so probability he's going to get at least one of these events is going to just add up all the things inside the circles. So it's going to be 55 plus 15 plus 5 divided by a total of 100%. That gives us 75 over 100. Okay, so 0.75 is the probability at least one of these events. Find the probability that Bob gets the grant but not the book. Okay, so where in that diagram does he get the grant, not the book? Well, right here. So we're not going to include that 15, so it's 5 out of the 100, so it's 0.05. What's the probability that he gets neither? Well, we know that it's going to be 25 from a Venn diagram out of 100, so 0.25. So that's just a little bit of practice of what we've done before with finding probabilities. Now, the question is, what should he expect to earn next year? Okay, so we have essentially 3 amounts, $5,000, $10,000, and $20,000. Okay, so we have first amount, and one is $5,000, and the probability of getting that first amount, well, he gets it annually, so the probability he's going to get it is 1. He's guaranteed to get it. Second amount was $10,000. Okay, and we have to write down the probability of getting that amount. And the probability of getting the $10,000, which is, if he receives a grant, is going to be 70%. No, sorry, book is published, so 70%. 0.7. Okay, and the third amount is the $20,000. That's if he gets the grant. So the probability that he gets the grant is 20%, so 0.2. So we can use this information to calculate the expected value. The expected value is going to be $5,000 times 1, the amount times the probability, added to $10,000 times the 0.7, added to $20,000 times 0.2. Okay, and if we calculate these values, we get 5,000, then we get 7,000, and then we get 4,000. Add them all up, grand total of $16,000. That's his expected value. That's his expected earnings for next year. Now, with this expected value, they're based upon probabilities, so you can't guarantee that he is going to earn $16,000, but he has a reasonable degree of certainty that he will make close to that amount. Okay. He could just make $15,000. He could just make $25,000. He may make a total of $35,000, but he should be expecting to earn $16,000. Now I want to note something about this one, okay? That's all said and done. That's a good way to calculate the expected value, but we can actually use all the values inside of the Venn diagram as well to calculate the expected values. If I were to use those values inside the 55, the 15, and the 5, okay, I should get the same result. So if I have $5,000 times 1, if I do $10,000 times 55.55, and then add $20,000 times the 0.05. Okay, now I have to account for that middle 15%, which is both of them, which is going to be a total of $30,000 for both of them. 0.15. Now, if we were to add all these up, it should still equal $16,000. So 5,000, 5,500, and then 20,000 times 0.05 gives you 1,000, and 30,000 times 0.15 gives you 4,500. Okay, and you can verify by adding these up in your calculator, which I'm doing right now, and lo and behold, it is $16,000. So there's a couple ways you can calculate these expected values. You can use the values right from the problem, or you can use the values from the Venn diagram. Those are both valid ways. So let's sum up this lesson. So expected value, the formula, oops, next page, oh there it is, okay. Expected value is found by using the formula by summing all of the amounts times the probability of those amounts occurring. Okay, so you could have several amounts. You can only have one amount. You can have 3 amounts. You can have any amounts that you want. But you're always going to be able to find the probability of the amount. And you just multiply it with this probability and then add them up. That gives you your expected amount. Okay, thank you for watching, and hope you enjoy your assignments. Thanks, bye.